Over at Eurogamer, we've been playing a lot of Overwatch recently, and I mean a lot of Overwatch. One of my personal favourite things about Blizzard's new shooter is the play of the game mechanic. It's a good way of celebrating those moments of genius, or, you know, vaguely competent turret aiming, and most importantly, it helps make players look cool and feel special. So, in the spirit of Overwatch, here are 7 games that make you look like a complete and utter badass. Number 1, Mario Kart 8.
Mario Kart 8 had a lot of things going for it. Customizable karts, gravity-defying sections, and more power-ups than you can shake a golden mushroom at. The best thing of all, though, was Mario Kart TV, a highlights reel at the end of each lap. It was meant to showcase the most interesting moments from each race. What it instead showed was just how spiteful Luigi could really be. Does this look like the face of mercy? No, it most definitely does not. So here's to you, Mario Kart 8. It'll always be the year of Luigi in our hearts.
Number 2, Super Hot.
Alright, edited highlights featuring the angry face of a vengeful, mustachioed god are one thing, but how's about a complete replay from start to finish to make you look good? Super Hot, which, let's be honest, does a pretty good job of making you look spiffy anyway, rewards you for finishing a level with a replay shown in real time, effectively cutting out all the chin-scratching bits and making you look like some kind of homicidal savant. Eat it, fragile glass enemies!
Super.
Number 3, Towerfall.
Towerfall is another game that likes to make you look good, which is not an easy feat really, considering most matches usually break down into a yelling match with the other people playing, and they tend to feel a bit scrappy towards the end, right, as you spam arrows and just dodge out of the way. But at the end of each round, something that I really like is that you're treated to a replay of those final moments. You get to stand back and not just look at your character, which you've been focusing on, but see all of the characters and see what every player was doing. And if you won, this provides an excellent opportunity to do a bit of extra gloating. Speaking of which, did you know that on the PC version, you can press a button to auto-generate a GIF of that final replay, which cements your victory in a forever looping piece of visual smugness? I'm well into that. Anyway, speaking of Vanquish foes...
Number 4, Vanquish.
Now, Vanquish is a much celebrated video game, one that I assume was built after an intense round of focus testing with a group of 8-year-old children in which the developers said, hey, group of 8-year-old children, what's the single coolest thing that a person can do? And the children said in response to this, well, obviously it's knee slides. So it is that you can spend the vast majority of your time in Vanquish sliding about the place on your knees as if the floor's just been polished. In terms of games where the most important thing you can do is pitch yourself onto the floor, it's the very best. Except, possibly, for...
Number 5, Max Payne. Max Payne is one of my favourite games of all time. The corny voiceover may not have aged well, hell, the corny voiceover may not have been very good to begin with, but Max's pill-popping adventures are nonetheless an absolute classic to this day, due in no small part to the glorious gift of bullet time.
What the?
Bullet time changed the way we thought about shooting, taking firefights with the worst odds imaginable and turning them into John Woo-esque sequences that couldn't fail to make you look like an absolute boss. Well, maybe not always.
Okay, right. When I sit...
I
Okay.
forgot what the...
I mean, at
He's
least...
not shitting! There we go. I got you.
Wait for it.
Don't you fucking... Hey! I shot you in the head! Arrgh!
Number 6, Mortal Kombat.
2011's Mortal Kombat was good for 2 reasons. First, it stopped all that faffing about with the circular arena and made the franchise actually good again. And second, it introduced us to the delightfully brutal X-ray moves, slowing the action right down and giving you an encyclopedia-esque cross-section of the hapless victim's body. X-ray moves let you focus on just how much bone-crunching damage you were doing to your opponent. Sickening sound effects and all. After 19 years, they still managed to be innovative with their violence. Now that is impressive.
Number 7, Doom.
Say what you like about the newly released Doom, but you have to admit it knows how to make butchering Hellspawn look good. Sink a few rounds into an enemy in Doom and they'll start flashing orange. That's your prompt to get in there and make them wish they'd never crawled out of the pits of hell. Fancy ripping someone's heart out and feeding it to them? No problem. Need to borrow a leg to crush a skull with? Help yourself.
And there you go, proof positive that no matter what you're playing, there's a decent chance you're going to look cool doing it. We probably missed a few good examples though, so do feel free to share your own in the comments, and please do like